Hello, friends. Just wanted to get back on here again. You know, this will be my third post for the day, but I don't normally post this much, but Halloween is tomorrow, and I was just kind of going through, looking at some different stuff, and I keep seeing all these videos of people dressing up as Charlie Kirk being assassinated. Like it's a celebration. Well, I don't know about you, but I wasn't alive when it happened. But the only person that I said and praised the fact that they were dead, which honestly I don't know to this day if that was the case, but I was happy that Hitler and Stalin were killed. Although some of the stories that I've been hearing are saying that Hitler faked his death and actually lived out his life in, I can't even remember what country it was, but there are claims of that. I mean, I don't know if I believe it, but honestly, I wouldn't doubt it with all the weird stuff that our government has lied to us about. So, but anyways, all these people that are literally dressing up to celebrate Charlie Kirk's assassination. I mean, even if the guy was my enemy, which he wasn't, I respected him greatly because he didn't care who you were, what you looked like. He would always listen to your view and tell you what he thought about it and basically just explain to you that you've been misinformed or, you've been lied to or you've been indoctrinated by the college that you go to. That's one of the reasons Charlie Kirk didn't believe in a college degree was, well, back in the day, a college degree was good, but for the last 20 years, that's all colleges have done is focus on indoctrinating people. Actually, I shouldn't say all colleges. I should say a lot of the more predominant colleges, like, well, Harvard, great example. I mean, they've gotten so bad. I mean, they're supposed to be a prestigious educational college that is ranked in the highest when it comes to education. But yet they have, what is it, a 40% graduation rate? Or, gosh, forgive me, I don't know the exact stats, but they're more focused on DEI and free Palestine and, well, basically all the woke stuff that comes along with it. And they literally teach that crap in college to, well, basically indoctrinate young people into believing that this is a horrible country when it is. Pardon me for the sniffles. I've got some allergies going on, but anyways, they are being told that the greatest, freest country in the world is trying to subdue their rights or uh, I don't know. There's so many of them, so many subjects that they protest these days. It's hard to say which one they're protesting anymore. So, but anyways, the point is, you people that are out there celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, I mean, Who does that? You are literally celebrating a man's death because he had different views, or you think he was possibly a racist, even though you have no real proof. You're just going by what the mainstream media tells you without actually looking at anything that the gentleman has said. Well, for those of you that have been fed all this nonsense and are believing it and actually really want to know the truth, I invite you to just go and check out some of Charlie Kirk's videos and listen to his debates without editing. Because the mainstream media, that's what they do. They find a good clip, they edit it to where, oh, this is gold. We can make him look like a racist or anti-Israel or anti-whatever. You know. But, forgive me, I've been holding my phone to film because I've been told that leaving my phone down where I have to look down on my camera is deterring people from wanting to watch my videos. So trying to do something a little different here. But anyways, yeah, I do. I mean, I really encourage you just to check out, even though you hate him and you're disgusted by him and you think he's just an evil person, take 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and watch a couple of his debates. And then you'll realize that the mainstream media is feeding you a line of crap. So, if you despise me, if you want to berate me, whatever, for my opinions, I encourage that. Because I invite all opinions. I mean, I do have a threshold, but, I will tell you, if you're reasonable, that I agree with you or I disagree with you and give you my point of view. No hatred involved, just, hey, this is the way I see things. I see it differently than you. Don't roast me for that, but, listen to what I have to say and maybe check out what I have to say and let me know if you think you are right or wrong. I mean, I know that's hard to do for a lot of people, is to admit that you're wrong, but I will. I've been wrong a lot in my lifetime. I've been a complete dumb crap for some of the stuff that I've thought and said. But we all make mistakes, and we all believe things that were, lies. We all have those moments where somebody feeds us a line of crap. So, I mean, for all you folks out there that just watch the mainstream media and just believe whatever they tell you, like CNN, CBS, MSNBC, NBC, all those guys, even Fox. I mean, they're a little more right wing, but they're still biased. Newsmax are probably the closest ones to speak the truth. But if you really want to know the truth, do your own research, because you're never going to get the whole truth from mainstream media, whether you like it or not. I invite you to watch some podcasts of some of these people that are neutral, and they'll air whatever dirt there is, whether it be Democrat or Republican. Like Benny, for example. He's very good, and I ain't gonna lie to you, there was a point that he pissed me off because he started talking smack about Trump and the Epstein files. Well, that's just because he's trying to be a good reporter. He's trying to just get all the angles out there, not be selective about his reporting. So, but that's another thing. The Epstein files. I agree with you. Something's not right there. But everything I've ever heard about Trump and Epstein is he was never involved. I mean, you've had Epstein lawyer say that. You've had Epstein's victims say that. You've had Ghislaine Maxwell say that. I mean, and earlier in his life, he actually cooperated with the authorities to try and put Jeffrey Epstein away. So, all you folks that are believing that this is some kind of conspiracy theory and that he doesn't want to release the files, yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, I agree. I got pissed off because I think Pam Bondi dropped the ball there. She kind of hyped it all up and then nothing. But I blame Bondi for that, for her lack of thought and, you know, research. Of course, he came out and said, yeah, I've got the Epstein list. We're going to release it and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I was pretty irritated about that myself. But, again, if Trump was involved in sex trafficking or, you know, messing with children or anything like that, don't you think the Democrats would have used that when he was running for president, both the first time and the second time? Think about it. They tried everything to keep him from being president. They tried to move him from the ballot in several states. They tried to convict him of multiple allegations. I mean, he was indicted so many times, but yet everybody fails to think about the past and the fact that this has never happened with any other president. No other Republican, even with Reagan. This didn't happen. They just tried to kill him, just like they did Trump twice. Well, probably more than twice. Actually, I know 3 times. But I bet there's probably at least a dozen others that we don't know about. And the only reason they do that is because, if you ever noticed, when somebody gets assassinated, it's because he's trying to do the right thing for the American people. And all these crazy barriers and stuff you see, have you ever seen that happen to a Democrat besides JFK? Because JFK was actually, well, he was more right wing than people realize. And he got killed because he didn't want to go to war with Vietnam, among other things. Well, and the fact that he said he was going to destroy the CIA, which pretty much sealed his fate, because CIAs, they're just not going to have that, you know. They are who they are. They do what they want, you know. I mean, there's proof of that. There's testimony from past CIA agents and movies that have been made over the fact that the CIA used to import drugs and guns and whatever else they could into America. So, I mean, there's been CIA agents that have actually testified to this. But yet, they still exist. So, but anyways, I'm totally going off the rails here with all kinds of different things. You have to forgive me. I'm pretty tired tonight and, well, pretty frustrated with all the weird, crazy stuff that I'm seeing online with all these people they're making all these claims about how they're entitled to have their kids fed and blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And, well, it just bothers me because I blame a lot of this on indoctrination from the left, but maybe I'm biased. Anyways, I've been rambling for a while now, and so I'll let you guys go. Thanks for actually sitting through my speech here, whatever you want to call it. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave me a comment, please. I love it when people leave me comments, whether they're good or bad, because I really like enjoying or reading people's views. So, thanks. I hope you guys have a great night.